From the land of the rising sun, a lone warrior was catapulted to a magical realm.
Brave Fencer Musashi happened, and it was a good thing. But then, not a word. BFM did some very interesting things, pushing the typical walk, stab, walk action game closer to Square's RPG stomping grounds. But it seemed doomed to be a one-off, an oddity relegated to the fringes of PlayStation history. And then, in the mid-aughts, emboldened by the success of Kingdom Hearts, things got a little bit radical. Musashi's Samurai Legend came storming back with more polygons, more surf rock, and more belts. That's right, belts. And whatever those pant cages are. If you couldn't tell that Tetsuya Nomura had a hand in this, I'm busting you back to Remedial Gaming, where you'd be playing the NES version of Big Bird's ABCs until you get Ys. It's pretty bleeding obvious. But if you can get past that, or if you don't judge a game by how many trouser accessories the protagonist wears, what you'll find is a strange and entertaining journey that keeps its predecessor in the corner of its eye but isn't afraid to break new ground. Don't stop me if you've heard this one. A kingdom under siege summons a hero from another plane to save their bacon. Said hero is kind of a jerk, has really weird hair, and dual wields really shiny swords. There will be rescuing of villagers, there will be an RPG-esque item system, there will be powers swiped from enemies, and there will be snark. The differences, aside from the huge-handed artistic shift, are more subtle and primarily fine-tune some of the crunchier aspects of the Musashi experience. Case the first, skill absorption. Whereas the blue-haired hero of the last game could only hold one power at a time, today's Tom Sawyer learns his abilities permanently. While some are selectable special attacks, others offer additional commands and swordplay improvements. The level system now operates on a single EXP total rather than the specialized totals of the first game. And because chivalry isn't dead, it's just in exile, there are unique controls for beating down foes while carrying an unconscious girl. Because, and I don't know if it's narcolepsy, BO, or just his stunning personality, women can't keep their footing when Musashi steps into the room.
You alright? You're safe now.
Yes, thank you.
I can tell you what it isn't, though. His voice. You can tell things are heading downward when my first reaction upon hearing the vocal cast is, and I quote,
Who are you? Let her go!
Holy Moses, it's Gitaru Man!
Oh. You do not fear me, boy? What's your name?
Yep, there's U1 and Zoe. I mean, Musashi and Gandrake. Make me wish this game had retained the original vocal cast. Bad news, it didn't. The other side of the oral coin is much better, though, with an awesome soundtrack featuring a mix of techno and surf rock mavens, the Surf Coasters. Which is apparently what you put on the surf table to keep your surf cola from surf sweating into the surf woodwork. The original Musashi inflicted some of the more contentious facets of the JRPG onto an action-adventure, and this second coming continues that trend. It's a heavily stylized game with a spiky-haired teenage protagonist, and numbers are involved. That right there is enough to put some people off, and that's too bad. Because the art of sword fighting while carrying a maiden is woefully underrepresented these days, and may die off unless we appreciate games like this. Now, if only this dog would turn into a guitar.